and she's gone. Hi there, this is Cole here with Hexcrank Live, playing a game called Detention. This is a Korean-developed horror... not Korean, sorry. That was a mistake. This is a Taiwanese-developed horror adventure game that has some really political kind of overtones to it. Last stream I covered kind of the first two major areas, and now I'm getting into the second two, hopefully finishing the game tonight. Let's keep going.
Resuming Bluetooth.
That was weird.
Hello.
I can't really summarize what happened last time. It's a very confusing game a little bit. But the main character was trapped in their school by a typhoon that also isolated it within a river of blood. And then at some point she traveled into her own past. And there is kind of an ongoing plot or implication that she is going through this because she ratted somebody out. She informed on somebody with communist sympathies. Ooh, piggy bank. It's a cute bank. Could stack it up. Need to get a need to get some kind of hammer, maybe. Oh, geez. So yeah, our main character, Ray, she comes from a very unhappy home life. If that wasn't abundantly clear. Well, something terrible's gonna happen. Oh. Oh, her blood's gonna fill up the juice cup? So will it be full of tears or blood or whatever that fluid is? Huh. Meet the right person at the right time. Okay, so that makes a little bit of sense. Those look almost like clock orientations. So That looks like 5:45, and that looks like 9:40. Oh wait, no, I've got this all wrong. Okay, if you like rotate that, it seems like it'd be 5:45, and if you rotate, she's upside down. That seems to be 2 o'clock. Okay. Okay, is there a clock that I can manipulate? How does this work? Maybe the clock, or the radio, has some kind of clock function to it. Or I can use it to travel to different times. That'd be cool. Let's try this. How many stations are we working with? Now things are upside down. And the piggy bank dropped. Oh, that's really cool. Poor piggy. Huh, but there was nothing inside. What? So you come back out the same door that you went in. Okay, that door has a little bit of a glow, so let's try that. Okay, just doing this randomly is not... Oh wait, okay, so I've got the pink liquid here. I wonder if I can pour that into the puddle. And then I can walk through that, and maybe when I turn off the lights, it'll give me... Oh wait, it'll show the path. Yeah, okay. Now I'm seeing it. Chat is really quiet today. Are you guys hearing me at all? I always feel insecure asking stuff like that, but I know things have gone awry in the past. Ah, Chicken Riggies can hear me. Hello. Oh, a syringe room. Okay, private investigator ad. Husband cheating, comes home late. We specialize in tracking people. I told you it's wrong to hunt humans. They sleep like astronauts. Let's see what else there is. Oh, there was a light switch there, though. Looks like a psychiatrist office. No, it's a teacher's office. Assignment papers and such. Okay, nothing I can grab. Let's do a little bit of backtracking. See what else I turned over. Oh. Everything's back to normal. Kind of. I want to make sure I have the right times on these. Hey, Equus. Okay, so that would definitely be 6:45. Maybe that's 1 o'clock? Yeah, that's probably where I got messed up. There we go. So the clue said, meet the right person at the right time. So yeah, her dad cheats. Yeah, nothing in here. Well, maybe. Maybe if I go back to the clock clue room, something will have changed. Ugh. Am I in deadly premonition? Hey there, Jala. I've received your paper plane. I was truly worried you were still having trouble at home. But it looks like my concern was slightly unfounded. Like the white daffodil, you are innocent, vain, and candid in nature. It's kind of a dick thing to say. Perched aside a pond in snow white, admiring your reflection. Being different from others can be a tough way to live. But I think I can understand that feeling. You said you want to learn more about my time abroad. All I can say right now is that my past is rather complicated. Unfortunately, many horrible things have happened on this land in the past decade. Believe it or not, our society wasn't always like this, oppressive and cold. Perhaps we should take a stroll down the boulevard this weekend. There are things our censored textbooks don't mention, but are definitely worth knowing. The paper plane was some kind of message that she sent? Toss my worries out and receive your guidance. Huh. So she writes her anxieties on them. Where to now? Oh, that's new. Huh, 103. Oh, huh. There were other scenes with mirrors that were pretty messed up. Follow the shadow in the dark, then you will be closer to the truth. So let's see what happens here. Huh, I'm turning the mirrors off. Are there any clues? Maybe I should pay more attention. Are her clothes different in the mirror? No. Still very similar. Huh. Oh. That didn't happen with the other ones. Hey there, Cascaboom. Weird. Okay. No reflection at all. No reflection. No reflection. No reflection. What's this say again? Follow that shadow in the dark, then you will be closer to the truth. Okay, so something about following the things in the mirror. Okay, so on here it matches whichever direction I go. Here, though, it's always telling me the reverse. So it must be telling me to turn this one on, maybe? Okay, that is good. Okay, no reflection at all. Okay, so maybe that is the case where that needs to be off. No, that's wrong. Sorry to... Oh, okay, yeah, there we go. Huh, laundry room. I think I know who that's going to. Oh. Huh. So let's feed the piggy bank. Let's crush it and see what comes out. Oh, a ticket. Nice. And I just saw where to use that. Oh, Jala finished Corpse Party Blood Drive. And outside of the EX chapters, it did not get any better. Yeah. Is that a brain juicer? Those are eyeball kebabs, a pig's head on a platter. Is that her counselor? Oh no. And that's where she got her pendant. A search warrant. A search warrant issued by the district court with a list of public officials involved in a bribery scheme. When I went home that day, Father had already been taken away. I asked Mom what happened. She quietly replied, "Dad got his hands dirty, but he'll live." Hearing this, I felt as if she was smiling underneath. What's this? Huh, so she went to counseling to see... Huh. Is he done with her? This is different. This is like how I got in here in the first place. Let's save. We're on a stage. Look, there's curtains. the counselor took advantage of her bad home life. Yin, Chang Ming Hui, we need to talk about this. Miss Yin, it's not necessary to raise your voice like that. Why can't I? What were you thinking going after a child like that? Child? I was already studying abroad at her age. She's old enough to know what she wants. So what now? Will you lead her down this forbidden path? She only needs a push in the right direction, not for you to wrap your arms around her. This is our private matter, it's none of your business. How is it not? You're stuck in your little romance. Did you forget about us? Oh, so the counselor was also dating was dating Wei's teacher, Miss Yin. We are already in the same boat, don't you forget. And Ray is just now learning about this. So did she learn from her mom that you can rat people out to the state to make them disappear? But what does Wei have to do with all of this? There's the counselor. A painful recollection. My soul is shattered into pieces. When I cannot put myself back together and forget everything, I open my eyes and welcome a barren world. Hey there, the Zone Heroes and Brian. Who's that? Okay. Sorry about that. I was opening a beer. I couldn't find the bottle opener under my desk. So the stage is now completely decrepit. It's graffitied over. There's a mattress, so is it a squat now? Ugh. What's in there now? Our life would vanish, but not our guilt. I am you, yet you are not me. It's the sin that makes you linger in this realm. Memories like mirrors reflecting the true likeness of your soul. In a world full of pain and suffering, Fang Rei Shin, what do you fear the most? Well, let's save in case any of this has consequences. Oh, huh. I guess that was the right answer. So let's walk around as Shadow Ray. We're at the school again. There's some really nice subtle 3D stuff going on in this game that I enjoy quite a bit. See that sign sticking out up there? The bonfire of hope is almost depleted, diminishing in the wind. Is that Messiang? Some of the book contents might conflict with your everyday thoughts, but this material will help you engage in reflective and independent thinking. Well, let's call it a day. I do not want to remind you all again to never mention the book club to anyone else, for that might put yourself and others in great danger. In Wei, I'd like to ask you for a favor. Yes, Miss Yen. Is it about the new books? I've already given the list to Mr. Chang. He said the shipping company won't help us anymore, but he'll figure something out. The government is enforcing restrictions on all imports. Wait, Jala just yelled guys, and there is something here. The writer totally just gave up and summarized it in the best manner possible. Here's a screen cap from Corpse Party Blood Drive, and in this manner, the conversation devolved into pure anime tropes, remaining in such a state for the entire walk to Cafe Orthath. Yeah, okay, so they just filled it in with some yada yada. That is very funny. Continuing, the government has clamped down on their new books. Soon the book club might come to an end. Miss Yin, why are things like this? I'm sorry, Wei. There's nothing I can do either. Oh, just one more thing before you go. Mr. Chang never brought us any of these books in the first place, right? Ha, I knew I could always count on you. So yeah, they got themselves a love square. Okay. Clipping blacklisted to return home for burial. Half a century in exile, blacklisted to return home for burial. During the period of martial law, Miss Yin Sui Han was a wanted political fugitive. She was lucky to evade arrest and left the country only to be blacklisted. She traveled the world fighting for human rights and freedom of expression, but unfortunately died of lung cancer at the age of 50. Her last wish was to be able to return to her hometown. Now this wish is being achieved with the lifting of the martial law. Huh. So Miss Yin got kicked out and kind of became an advocate. Incorrect. The way forward is the path to your past, however the road ahead has crumbled. Lead me anywhere and I will follow you like a shadow. I am very sorry, Cascaboom, that our Three Stooges episode hurt you. That sucks. Yeah, so now we're in present day, and the school is just a bombed out husk. I want to go meet that frog. You hear that frog? Well, it can't be good to have a barrel fire indoors. Oh, huh. So what I did was I carried her reflection around and down to the bottom and back up to the other side of this, to the other side of the gap. Alright, so the conversation went from Casca falling off of a ladder to Jala saying Abdic suffering the killing joke. Now Gary is the Joker and I'm Alfred. I'm always the boring one. Okay, there's a verdict here. Chang Ming Hui, district-level educator, is found guilty with students Wei and others of collusion with communist forces. Chang Ming Hui is to be put to death after the court's ruling. Wei Chung Ting pleads guilty to affiliation with communist forces. Reading of prohibited texts with rebellious and corrupt thoughts will be sentenced to 15 years jail time. Oh, so the counselor got put to death and Wei was sent to jail. Oh, it's gonna be me in there, isn't it? Who is this guy? Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I do describe myself as an old man, and also Alfred does have his moments. Excerpt. That time, in fear, forcing herself to breed hatred. Who knew that she would take that leap and leave this world behind? Nary a last word because of fear, remorse? The reason remains undecided. I was left with a blur of confused thoughts spiraling through my mind. When I saw the sunlight again, things had changed drastically. My loved ones and teacher went to a higher place. She was buried in an unmarked grave, leaving me a decrepit man. Everything is always shifting. Huh, she won't pass the lights. So yeah, I'm going back and forth between times, I think. I feel very lost at the moment. So yeah, this is when she gave the book list away. This is no good. I am not happy to be on this roof. Memories are like a mirror, reflecting the true likeness of your soul. Maybe you still want to forget. Maybe you're still afraid. Facing your own aspirations but not confessing to the truth. I am you, and you are not me. The statue goes away. Constantly cycling over and over with only the river Sanzu at the end of your journey. So that's way. Yet the knot of sin still lies unsolved. The bridge leading to Pyramida collapsed. So the Requiem with the warm crescendo welcomes you once again. So yeah, she is one of the lingered as well. She's not addressed the fact that she ruined so many lives. And my shadow self is handing me a noose. And she's gone. Well, that is a terrible, tragic story. Yeah, neat little game. Lots of really creative imagery, great use of semi-action stuff, semi-stealth pursuit stuff in an adventure game. Deliritant says that I got the bad end. Is that true? Did I make some kind of bad choice along the way? I have no idea if there are multiple endings in this or not. But yeah. Neat story. It's from a culture that, you know, doesn't get a lot of screen time representation, at least in games. Yeah, into it. Way into it. I think this is on, it's currently, as of the time that I'm streaming this, it's on a humble, spooky horror game bundle thing or whatever. I'd recommend going in and grabbing that. So Deliritant says the 5 questions the shadow thing asks you determine your ending. If you answer correctly to each one, you get the good ending. And good ending is in ominous quotes. Huh. Well, I'll have to go and read up on that and see what the other ones are. I don't, yeah, oh, there's also a true ending if you get all of the notes throughout the game. I feel pretty satisfied with the ending that I got. That she's stuck in this cycle. Huh. Well, yeah, I'm definitely interested in going to read more. Thank you so much for watching this. I am going to go and take whatever time is left tonight, do a little bit more packing. I've got some glasses to put in a box, but first I have to put them in some wrapping paper. You know, that whole song and dance. If you're watching, you probably know the things you can do. If you're watching on Twitch, follow and subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. Either way, you get notifications and things. I'll be back next weekend. Again, some programming stuff. Probably not going to be around on the weekends of September 14th or the weekend of September 21st because of house stuff. So take care, have an excellent week, and I will see you next weekend. Bye.